My name is Antonio Calvo. I own Calvo Motorsports in Austin, Texas. Been in business, we're going on year 4. Main reason why I got into this industry is when I was younger, I was into fast cars, and I took my car to a shop and they just butchered it and messed everything up and never ran right. They ripped me off. So I said, you know what, I'm not gonna let anybody touch anything else of my own, and that's how I got into building cars. We specialize in Dodge Vipers, primarily the 5th gen, which is the 2 cars that are right here. Head and cam packages, turbo kits. We started recently tuning outside people's cars, like bolt-on superchargers, things like that. But primarily what we're known for is our turbo kits and our sequentials. Right now we have the 2 fastest 5th gen Vipers out there. The stock motor record at 194.13 miles an hour, and then the fastest overall Gen 5 in the half mile at 213.67 miles an hour. My old orange car, I think to this date, is still the fastest 6-speed Viper I think it went 960 at 151 miles an hour on a stock engine. I know there's 1 or 2 cars that went slightly faster, but they were turbo 400 cars. This was just a 6-speed, first time at the track, launch and go. It wasn't a private track rental or anything like that. It was, I think, the third hit. We went 960 at 150. Basically, we're starting to slowly move over to the Porsche platform and start doing some more service work. We like the big power builds. The Gen 5 is the perfect car for that, due to the fact that the stock motor can handle 1300 wheel. They're in and out in 2-3 weeks, but we have Circuit of the Americas right next door to us, so we're going to start getting into more road racing and service work and setting up track cars. The ACR is one of the most badass platforms you can have, and then you put that with a head and cam Motec sequential, you have like an unstoppable street car. Pretty much everything we build here is built in-house. Our turbo kits are completely hand fabricated here in-house. We have Shelby Mike Racing rents some space here from us, and we work hand in hand with him a lot, and he machines all of our billet parts. It helps a lot because we don't rely on outsourced companies to basically build our parts. Everything's built here. Upstairs we have electric wiring. He builds all of our harnesses for us, and yeah, basically all of our wiring is done by him. It streamlines the process very easily to build a car in a few weeks when you have it down to like almost an assembly line. The parts are machined, ready to go. We machine them in bulk. We know if there's a mistake, it's fixed immediately. There have been some times that we need a part overnight, and from like literally concept to having a part on my desk, it's been 24 hours. A good example of it is our small brake kit for the Gen 5 Viper. I think from the time I got a set of wheels to what we had a working piece was 48 hours altogether. It's almost impossible to do that without having the right equipment and in-house. All my guys here, they're probably some of the best car builders. Jaime builds all of the PPG sequential transmission stuff. PPG's now outsourcing us to build transmissions for other race teams. Tim has just been an awesome tech. He can tune a little bit. He's awesome at wiring and troubleshooting. Dan is the newest employee here. He came from a big GM Corvette shop, and he knows LS stuff like the back of his hand. And then we have John upstairs, who does all of our wiring. Probably one of the best wiring guys with mil spec. It's all concentric wrapped, beautiful wire harnesses. And then we have Shelby Mike, who's a really good friend of ours that is here in the building with us. He's probably one of the best machinists I've ever seen. And then, Colin, he's, between the CAN bus stuff and his tuning ability, it creates a whole team. And then I have Nancy, who keeps me in line. That's her job, is basically to keep me in line all day and try to help our books. You gotta love doing this. It's definitely not for the money. You gotta love cars and just want to have the fastest cars and build the fastest cars. You're definitely it's a very tough industry to make a really good living in. You got to really want it, and you know, like you said, eat, sleep, race it, basically. So I mean, we're here 80, 90 hours a week. I'm sure if you go to any other shop that's successful, they're doing the same. I was just talking with Casey from Underground Racing over in Puerto Rico, and he was telling me, he goes, man, I still work 15 hours a day. He goes, I'm the boss. I'm still there 15 hours a day. My brother gets in at 5 a.m., you know, works a 12-hour day with a family and goes home and, you know, goes to football practice with his kids and stuff. So that's the lifestyle of you know, a shop owner. Once again, it's Antonio from Calvo Motorsports. If you guys want to check us out on Instagram, Calvo Motorsports, or check out our website, calvomotorsports.com. You can see latest projects, what we're working on, you know, basically what we've built and what we're about.